What is up, you horror nerds? It's me, your host once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing an early 2000s film for you. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, but let's talk about it. I'm talking about the 2006 Nightmare Man. So this is rated R, runs for about 88 minutes, and if you aren't familiar with this, it is part of the After Dark Horror Fest, 8 Films to Die For. So let's talk about it. After receiving a mysterious mask, Ellen Morris believes she was attacked by an evil being she calls Nightmare Man. Her husband, Bill, believes she is crazy. On their way to the mental hospital, their car breaks down, and Bill goes to get gas, leaving Ellen alone. When Nightmare Man appears, Ellen takes off into the woods, unsure whether she is hallucinating or not. She stumbles upon a cabin filled with friends who unknowingly become prey the moment Ellen steps in. So, this film here, I'm always lured into the Lionsgate After Dark Horror Fest ones. Some of them are great, some of them are hidden gems, some of them are not. This one kind of falls in between that, if I'm being honest. It was written and directed by Rolfe, Kanefsky. He also did There's Nothing Out There, The Black Room, Art of the Dead. These, meta horror, self-aware genre takes of these type of things. And of course the cast, not huge, but notable. It's Blythe Metz, of course, who is in Faceless, as well as Cold Creek Manor. Kind of thriller adjacent art actor. Also Tiffany Shepis, in case you've heard of that name. She was in Romeo and Juliet, as well as The Hazing. She's kind of a cult horror staple, to be honest. It also features Jack Donner, who, although uncredited in a lot of genre ties, was in Stigmata as well as Child's Play. Now, this is classic early 2000s indie slasher feel that, Tiffany Shepis is really, I'll be honest, she's really the one that brings the recognizable cult horror energy and kind of keeps this thing together. It's a simple, fast-moving premise. It keeps things pretty watchable, but I will say it's a very low-budget film, and it shows throughout the whole film. The acting and the dialogue are inconsistent, and it's kind of distracting, as well as the slasher element kind of feels familiar, and it's unoriginal, and there's not much substance there. You're not going to be surprised by anything. It's kind of a yawn fest, to be honest. It was released straight to DVD during the mid-2000s horror boom, if that tells you anything. So they didn't even try to roll this one out in theaters, despite everything being so big during the 2000s in the horror genre. I mean, because it fits squarely into the post-Scream, pre-remake era of slasher films. But a lot of people end up coming across this because they start doing a deep dive into Shepis' filmography and movies she's been into, and that's normally how they come across this. But this is a no-frills, mid-2000 slasher. It does not reinvent anything. It scratches the itch, I guess, if you're into the mood for an obscure indie horror film with some familiar faces. But overall, it was just kind of a dud, to be honest. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10. Nightmare Man. If you've seen it, comment below. Love to hear your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit the death bell for notifications. Stick around.
You say you don't need me now, but I'm trying